guys. Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Oh my God, I want to know everything about the trip. How was that?
But it was amazing, incredible.
Oh my
really
God,
lucky.
but how did it happen? I mean,
Well, we are, it's something that HCC Honors College, an opportunity that they afford to their sophomore students. That's how we got to go. We actually took a travel history class. They call it cooperative history, and did a lot of work in anticipation of this trip. So spent a semester learning about the history of those two locations.
so it was. Is it called the Study Abroad program?
Well, you can find more information about it on HCC's website under the Honors tab, and I believe they call it the Study Abroad program there, but our class was called Cooperative History.
And then, so did you have to study those two specific places?
Oh yeah. And
Yeah. So prior to going, we were provided a list from our instructor of all the places that we were going to see, and we split it up between ourselves as to who would be studying what. And we all gave presentations to the class, sort of to brief each other about the specific places that we were going. And it was great because, I mean, you're seeing it on a PowerPoint one day, and the next day you're seeing it in person, and you're like, whoa, it's so much better, it's so much more amazing. And I remember learning about that, not but a few weeks ago, which was just mind-blowing and breathtaking. And
So tell me, so you went to Arles, and is it south of France?
it is in South France, so not too far from Barcelona.
just
via
right up the
quick
Rhone
train.
River.
This is the first morning in Arles, France, and here's the Rhone River where Vincent van Gogh painted the Starry Night.
Is because it's so rich in history. So it spans from Roman times all the way up through modern times, and you can really see the changes that.
Shelby.
Hey, we're in Arles, and we're standing in front of the Baths of Constantine. This dates to about 300 AD. It's a classic structure that looks a lot like a church. Everybody seems to think it looks like a church. That's because it was built like a church, because it was sort of the sacred place where people would come and clean themselves.
And even though it's small, it's a great size for the amount of days you're spending there. You get to see the entire city. We did take a train one of the days in Arles to Avignon.
Oh yeah.
To visit
you
the
went to
Papal
Avignon.
Palace.
Yes. Papal Palace was beautiful.
And the Pope Clement V, he moved the papacy here from Rome because here we have more safe. And then after years, they moved it back to Rome.
But the building itself was just mind-blowing.
I know that many artists went to southern France. Did you see much of that in there?
Probably one of the most notorious artists associated with the Provence region would be Van Gogh, and the style that he developed. But unfortunately, the only thing that exists in Arles is his letter.
Yeah.
Is a letter to one of his friends, which we did see, and it's available for us to read in French.
Mon chéri ami Gogh, merci de votre lettre. Restant sur la bord de ma petite maison jaune.
Did you get to visit the place where he painted?
Yeah.
Yes, they have easels throughout town where you can actually stand and look at this painting, not the original of course, but look at this painting and then look past the painting and just see what he was looking at as he was, finishing his masterpieces.
In Arles, we stayed in the Hotel de la Mouette.
Oh, it was so nice.
Oh, wait, what?
It was so nice. I
It was
loved
very
it.
nice.
So if I'm going there, where should I go? Would you give me any tips to places to visit?
Oh, wow.
The amphitheater, definitely for me.
Well, you really can't go to Arles without visiting the amphitheater or the arena.
Yes.
They're just so big. So we're only a few blocks from our hotel. We stopped by the Roman arena in Arles. Probably one of the coolest things about this building was that after Roman influence had left the city, the barrel vaults that you see were caved in and they became single home dwellings. So it became a city in itself for hundreds of years. My favorite moment was our adventure taking a bike to the Gogh aqueduct.
Gogh Mill. This whole area is karstic rock, which means that it is made of limestone and different types of rock that break and crumble easily, and water bubbles up from the surface. That's where the water came down to run this mill. So here you can see a really well-preserved room of the mill, one of the mill houses. And it's pretty fascinating.
So you were just saying that it was quite close to Barcelona, which was your next
Yes.
your next stop. So how did you go there?
We took the TGV train.
So like getting to Barcelona now, Barcelona must be much bigger than Arles, right?
Oh,
Much
yeah.
bigger.
Oh, yes.
It's a major metropolitan area. It's like going to some place like New York. It's a very large city.
Definitely.
wow.
Yes. In New York, exactly.
Hi guys, we're here outside of the Foundation Joan Miró. We saw some really interesting art. We're out here in the courtyard. He's an abstract artist that painted during both the 19th and the 20th century.
It was great to walk around Las Ramblas, which if you're comparing it to New York is sort of the Times Square of Barcelona.
Yeah. I've never seen any architecture like it. One of the main artists that is very famous in Barcelona is Gaudí, and his architectural style is inspired by nature. So it's very free-flowing and organic. You see a lot of curved concrete, a lot of really interesting architecture.
Ultimate experience in Barcelona was the Sagrada Familia,
Oh my
hands
goodness.
down. And I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, we were able to go inside of it, and it's amazing because there was beautiful stained glass all around the lower part of the building, and then on the upper part, it was white light, and it was just an amazing contrast of colors and the construction, just from simply how they did the pillars.
Welcome to La Sagrada Familia, the great masterpiece building of Antonio Gaudí. It's always a great pleasure to bring students to this building. This is the third time we've been able to bring students to this overwhelming masterpiece of architecture.
Right now, in terms of food,
And I was able to try octopus in there, as well as scallops, and so I mean, this was an experience that I don't always get. And on top of that, it was very authentic.
so what do you like? What would you say about the whole experience? What was the highlight for you?
If I had to choose one word to describe the experience that I had in Europe, it would be absolutely exhilarating.
The memorable moment was probably all of the different kinds of food we ate, especially the paella.
Describe this trip for me would be inspiring, empowering.
I'll say it was pretty cool.
With Mr. Wilcox to the Pont du Gard.
The Pont du Gard is an aqueduct.
The Sagrada Familia, it was beautiful, and also we got to see firsthand the story that's being told from the architecture.
I had a chance to get to know two different cultures in one trip.
So to learn how to navigate the world and to learn how to bring that world home with you and marry it with what you've learned was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I just want to keep talking about it, but I think it's gonna start.
Oh, I think
now.
you're
It's
right.
about to start, so just
Okay,
Okay.
I'll talk to you
about it.
later.
Yes.
Glad we saw you.
Let's watch
Okay,
it.
cool.
I loved it.
Thank you, HCC Board of Trustees, for this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And I had a lot of fun, but now I'm really tired and excited to go home. And since Jacob took a lot of time to interview me, it's time to leave. So that's all I can say for now. Bye!